As if by magic. Technology, eh? Did the funk. So I'm not going to beat around the bush because there's a lot to get through. Remember this, and it's not live. And speed it up because it will take too long. So there are many things in the thrill of the chase that Forrest did for us to tell us confirmation. Confirmation. Well, coincidences. And we're going to talk about confirmation bias. But I've said these things before, so it won't come as a surprise to those people that watch the videos. But hey, Tim, wow. Hey, how are you doing, mate? First in. Cheers for that message the other day. Thanks. Those people that watch the videos will know that I've said all these things before, but I haven't explained it. So these videos that I'm doing is explaining what you should have heard when I was doing the videos. So this is, why is it that no one can say checkmate Forrest? And many people in the chase wanted to beat Forrest. Hey, Captain Kid, how's it going? What's cracking? The whip. The whip's cracking. So many people wanted to beat Forrest, so they could have easily said, checkmate Forrest. And beat is a word that I've told you a lot, the beat of the drum, the hoop of the dance. But defeat. So the checkmating would be to beat Forrest and to defeat Forrest. And that would have been easy. But it wasn't about that. You had to listen to Forrest. He had to tell you what the answer was. So you weren't supposed to be beating anyone. You were supposed to be listening and getting the answers from Forrest. So what is it that you can checkmate Forrest with that would tell him that you could read the poem? So we have those words. Obviously, balk would have rhymed with walk, and he didn't use that. He used the word halt because he was limited on the words that he could use. That in itself tells you, I've lied to you about the poem because I'm using a word that I have to use, because I can't use a simple word that I should. So therefore, he's telling you explicitly that what you're reading is not the truth. It can't be the truth. Because he's had to use a word that doesn't rhyme with walk. Like he's had to use this word that doesn't rhyme with walk, but means the same as balk. So we think, but he told us words don't mean what you think they do. So maybe the word halt and the word balk doesn't mean the same thing in a certain circumstance. And that might be the thing that you had to tell Forrest in order to checkmate him. So you're not going to defeat him. You're going to find out why the word balk and the word confirmation and the word halt, why the word halt was used and the word balk was not. That word that rhymes with walk. If you can do that, you can tell Forrest, checkmate. Wow, this has gone quick. Sorry, wasn't being picky. No, I don't want. No. I'm thanking you, truly thanking you, because it is all about the truth. It's all about the truth. And if I'm giving the wrong impression, I'd rather people say, "Hang on a minute, you said you're telling the truth. This is what you said, and this is the truth." So no, I wasn't. I'm thanking you, really thanking you. Yeah, it's good. It's good that you did that. And like I say, the point was to say that he gave you these words, and it meant the word that he said he didn't want to give you as a clue. Hello, Wig. How you doing? Jackie's helped. Jack is a jerk, and that's something that was said the other day. but even though they didn't know who Jack was. So we have Capo's corner again. Check, block. The counter, where he talked about behind the counter these people when he was shopping or doing whatever he was doing, and the old girl behind there. The curb, the bar, and halt. So hang on a minute. We have balk and halt, and we have checkmate. So they mean exactly the same thing, or could mean exactly the same thing. So what seems to be the issue? Why can't you use the word balk? What is it that you needed to understand about those two words? According to this, they both mean the same thing. They both mean checkmate. So if you can get balk and halt, remember the snafu that people went in entertainment in the vlogs? Route, give the slip. Well, it was some slip ups that we're supposed to look for. Remember, I was at Cripple Creek in Colorado, because that's what it says. I think Fendi was concerned about waters and the shipwreck, but weren't we all? Throw, which is basically throw in there with grandma in the redneck Dodge truck or whatever it was. The learning curve. Rattle, arrest. Oh, look, I didn't want to give that clue. The burial buried. Halt and balk. Why can nobody say checkmate Forrest? But Forrest didn't want to give the clue that would get him checkmated. Let me carry on with me old banjacks. Maybe Cynthia and them can put the lid on. If you have a handicap, tell me where it is and I'll get it for you. But I'm not going to tell you, if I bury it or buried it or. And I'm not going to use the word balk instead of halt. But if you have a handicap, here's another word, balk, which is the same as balk, and the same as halt. So the links and the chains north of Santa Fe or the rod or whatever. Box in. We'll get out of the box. The dish can affect the future. The cloud. I'm not going to explain them all because you know by now. If you've listened, you should know. Looking for trouble. Jam. Shiloh's tie. Be short tie, by the way, not a long tie, which means something in itself. And this is going to be long because I'm going to do this confirmation and bias. And with the confirmation, you'll know what it's confirming. When it's confirmed, exclamation mark, exclamation, and you'll know what the bias is. When you see the bias, here's the dead end again, which is a Burke, or even a calamity, which is the calamity that I talked about with Calamity Jane, whatever her name is. The gun lady. Beady. Annie, get your gun. Lick again. Beat. Obviously defeat. Best and worst. Worst don't mean what you think they do they? This is why you get contradictions. It's the best and the worst. Oh, look, the master. Don't mess with my stuff, my poem. The hammer was hidden under the cabin. I suppose we'll see Sharp in a minute because it was Sharp's cabin. The pound, the cream, remember the cat? Lick, cream, getting the same different words. Skunk, the foil, the get, take. in the canyon down. I'm not going to explain them all, like I say, but on my own. The whip, not the whip. Okay, the whip. Trash. No, trash. Threw it in the trash. Time. 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 Threw time in the trash. And then took it out. Floor. Waste. Bulldoze. Shoot down. Wax. Ooh. Remember, there's what's wrong with the Bible and better family. Barry wanted to kill Peg. Two different things going on. Dust, bomb, skin. Same words, but they all, as if by magic, and they all filter down, important, down. They all filter down to the dumb curb. No, they all filter down to break, win, drop, sink, and that, it's been around a lot, that sink, but, people end up Sinks Canyon, sink, whatever, because of the Popo Aggie that he talked about and the fingers in the sink and the wrinkles in his hands and whatever else. The belt, the hide, which was an awkward question for him if you were talking about the hide, which he said. I thought I said better again, but we've already done better. The whitewash, these are the same words that we've just been recently talking about. The buffet, the edge, the whale, Trump and his security, or the doctor, depending which version you want to. The curry, which version you want to read or understand or believe. Whichever one, it's fine. A solve. Why is it no one can say solve, Forrest Fenn? But how do you solve? I will survive the weather, the cap, the pass, the eclipse, the rule. Oh, look, it's them brothers, Jose and Jose B. I don't know. I find it funny that there's Jose and Jose B. Not 4-6. Sweep. Blank. Blankety blank. Blankety blank. Stretch. Same absolute words, but this time we're looking to checkmate Forrest Fenn. Not trying to, and these are the things that are going on in the chase. Some of these words are what the chase is, what's happening in the chase. Curb, the check. It must be eating the mushroom just retailed. The foil, which is, the sword fighting type thing foil, not the tin foil, or it could be the tin foil. The hamper, the block. Swallow, as in the birds. Oh, I wonder if you got that card. Oh, start to play up again. Keep. I can keep my secret where the rule. Cork, handicap, clog, halt, fetter, pocket, sink, dam, kill, hide, close, close, Book again, but a different book. Our book, your book. Or your book, our book. We're all more awkward we are. Ah, those barricades. The jam were only peg, lick, freeze. Exact same words. But there is an important word. I fix things and I know stuff. I fix things and I know fix. I stuff things and I know fix. Outlaw, bottle. Ooh, gotta bite one's lip. Crush. They call me mellow yellow. Why mellow? Why yellow? The tie set is back. Best ward, both hospital and someone looking after someone. We escape, escape, like fire escape or slip up. It was Forrest Fenn's slip up that Jack found. Was it? Okay. Half Nelson. Must be those wrestlers he talked about. Giant Haystacks. Or Big Daddy, or whoever it was. Whoever it was. Oh, look, a straight jacket. Let's do or a seal. Let's do scrapbooks on these things. Best able to adapt or shift, drift, and adjust. More corners. Drown. Mothball. Let's do a scrapbook on mothball, shall we? A soul. Hush. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice. Remember, some of these words, I'm not going to talk about, but some of these words are what's happening in the chase as we are speaking. What does Forrest say? Shut up. The skunk. Let's do a scrapbook on that. Let's do a scrapbook on a skunk. Find a solution to chase away. Chase away. Anchor it. It. Ah, Markov. Black ball. The black ball. Isn't that what Forrest talked about? The black ball? Not the black ball as in, you're not getting in. The duck. The black ball is in the answers to the screen, shield. If you've never loved a cow, not caper and cow, not that cow. Oh, it might be that cow. I don't know. Kick, cover, miss. Either miss forward or the other miss. Told you about the fence. The Knicks. Why can nobody say end Forest? Victory Forest. Ending Forest. Is that what it is? I don't think so. Without parole too. Who's without parole? Hey, why must I go? Great. You have action and result, Troy. Hey, Davey. Hey, how are you? Yeah, finally those people. Those people. Good. I'm glad you got closure. Hybrid groups. I can't hang around long. Need to go out to dinner with wife. Just want to say hello. Cheers, thank you. I hope you and your wife have a great time and the food is awesome. I'm not telling you the food is awesome because I don't know the food is awesome. I'm saying I hope the food is awesome. Mario is preoccupied and deep thought. See you later. No, I'm not. Well, I am preoccupied and in contemplation, not thought. Never in thought, only in contemplation. Oh, look! Why can nobody say whole Forrest Fenn? 9 Mile Hole or just a hole? Dead end, remember, is Burke, and that's Calamity Burke. The end. Or why can nobody say wait, Forrest? Or no, delay. Or block. Or break. Or freeze. Freeze, Forrest. Or closure, Forrest. Cease. Hang on a minute. Whoa, hold the bus. What's going on here? We've got halt and cease. And in reality, they're the two omegas. The double omegas. So, could you tell Forrest Fenn, the double omegas, what they were in the poem, in the thrill of the chase that everyone was looking for, didn't understand, didn't know about, but you could tell Forrest that. That would be a way of checkmating Forrest, wouldn't it? But it's more harsh than that. That's simple to find the two omegas. Omega, Amiga, Amiga who? The wash, the tie. Wasn't about the, well, it was about the two Amigas, but that's not what the checkmate is. See this word 5? I fix things and I know stuff. Oh, look, a hold, time, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 15, 15 is F. 1111. 15, 15. Why is 15 so important? F. Could you tell Forrest that his F was 15? Is that another check? Remember, check is here as well, as is checkmate. So with these things that you could tell Forrest with regard to the word checkmate, you could be checking him with these bits of information that nobody else knows unless you follow 9 clues precisely. Oh, look, let's do a scrapbook about photo finish. Or a toss-up. Tossing the coin and seeing who could win. Let's do one about that. Beat. Oh! 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 What's that word? Not oh. What's that word? Checkmate, Forrest. Begin it where warm waters. Not halt. Not balk. But comma. Because halt is another word for comma. But balk is not another word for comma. Checkmate, Forrest. So it doesn't read begin it where warm waters halt. It reads begin it where warm waters, comma, and take it in the canyon down. That's how it reads. The original version. Nothing to do with halt or balk or balk. or any of those other words. So the reason halt is used is because halt and comma can be used as long as you're talking about the comma. So instead of putting in a comma, Forrest put in a whole word in place of a little comma. That's what was done. Double amigas. Remember, sin is failure. The crash, the sinking of the Titanic, the bomb, the bust. Don't checkmate. Further. Don't comma with my poem. Because if you do, you will checkmate me. Don't comma with my poem. Don't mess. I have had many lemons. Many lemons. Many lemons. The wreck, the car wreck, not the shipwreck. So there's a comma, and if you mess and put that comma in, let's do a checkmate. Let's do a scrapbook on abortion. Oh, Turkey. A sinking ship. Hang on, could that be the Titanic? Go down like a lead balloon. I wonder if it'd be the Titanic, a sinking ship. Old Molly Brown. Let's do a solve about Molly Brown because of the Titanic, or the snafu, or the shipwreck, or the tragedy of the disaster of that shipwreck that sink, or the train wreck, the Katy railroad tracks. Oh, don't normally fall. The car crash, and it would careen. Hello, here's the word halt and the word end, because the end is ever drawing nigh. Amiga, Amiga, first Amiga. Amiga who, Amiga, Amiga. Oh, it's a hot mess. Always going forwards. Oh, wait, no, we do know where reverse is now, don't we? I've been showing you the word reverse. Reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. You're looking for trouble? You come to the right place. So, 0. You have nothing. 0. Zilch. Nada. Jack. So, checkmate. Forrest, comma, used in your poem, using the word halt instead of the comma. Now, we were given confirmation, and I'm doing confirmation now. Ah, dear, synchronicities. Crazy, 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 crazy synchronicity. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups. Can I get a witness? A witness, witness. You have a good one, sir. Peace out. I'll try to be safe. Captain Kidd's retracted. Well, I've never seen that before. Captain Kidd retracting a message. So, Jack, this person named Jonathan Stoof, who you called Jack, Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, Jack gave us confirmation bias, probably through Forrest Fenn. He said, look, this is what you need to do. And we know that because it was all planned to ring Toby, but it didn't go as planned because that's antagonistic to freedom. So confirmation is proof. Now, you're given it to tell you that just because you believe it doesn't make it correct. Confirmed, 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 longitude, latitude, blah, blah, blah. So, your proof, what you believe is true, is not what you need to have. What you need to have is what Forrest knew was true. His confirmation, because, listen, nobody can think my thoughts. Therefore, not my thoughts, Forrest Fenn's thoughts. Nobody can think my thoughts. Therefore, I have to tell you what the answer is with confirmation. With what? It's right there in front of you. With proof. With proof. Or I only tell you the truth and I give you proof. I am the witness in this testimonial or testimony. Moni, 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 moni. So, confirmation, and remember, some of this is going on in the chase as we speak. These things, these things, these things, these things, these things, these things, all going on in the chase. These things as we speak. Not lying, not lying. Sign, show, exhibit, display. Oh, and these things, and those things, and those things. Close that down a bit because I can't read it. Oh, and those things. The signal. Oh, it's playing up again. You're playing up again. Papers. Say so. Nod. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Okay, Fred. Ah, that's me resting my case. So, for a long time now, I have been telling you I don't mind the accord, but I will not do the discord. Look, I'm not even touching that in this movie. Confirming. Oh, the visa. Ooh, was there an argument? The stamp of approval. Was that stamp? Oh, the green light. Was that stamp in the book? Of course it was. Oh, and that. Straight stuff. I can go right straight to it. Well, if there's straight stuff, there might be some right stuff. Knowledge. Oh, my awareness took its first steps. My confirmation. His confirmation, his proof took its first steps. So, if you get his awareness, if you understand his awareness with your awareness, your proof, you have Forrest Fenn's proof, Forrest Fenn's awareness. And with that awareness, anything is possible because it's only difficult. You have Forrest Fenn's word or name, but word. You have his agreement with of this word and his promise, his pact that he would protect. The name's Bond. James Bond. M sent me. Do 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 do. Opinion again. Opinion. Opinion. You have his narrative. His narrative. Not this compartmentalized narrative that's been given the entertainment on the vlogs that you can use for entertainment. His expression of facts. His description. Maybe not his voice. Although Ben tried. Oh no. You have the idea. Remember the idea around the poem? His belief, not yours. So your bias is that it's your belief. It's your hypothesis. Needed the pawn, remember, in that game of chess to say checkmate. His token. Oh, look. His hint. The hints in the book, word, just saw word. The hints in the book, the words in the book. So if it's hint, it's one word. If it's hints, it's more than one word. The hints in the book will help with the clues in the poem. So the hint, his hints, not yours that you think are hints, his actual hints, his proof, you just saw proof, confirmation, so the word confirmation, which you were given by Jack that said confirmation. His 2 cents worth. His wording, his proof, not yours, because you can't think his thoughts. You have to get the hints, his hints, from him, his confirmation, his proof. You have to get his wording from him, his confirmation, his proof, not yours, not what you think, because what you're thinking is not what he thought, because you can't think his thoughts. You have to listen to what he said, and what he said was confirmation bias, because remember, compartmentalized, the stuff that's being told to us, entertained by the vlogs, the influencers, maybe get you the big Pikachu. Accord, not discord. So these are the same similar words that we just had. Remember the license? He was going to get the license in that traffic jam. Remember the jam I've been talking about for I don't know how long. Why is it that I must go and leave my trove, my trove for all to seek? Leave it. Why must I leave it? It's confirmation, remember this is. Confirmation. I wish I had never said the word yes. Given the confirmation that what I am saying is correct, because you need a correct solve with thumbs up over Philadelphia. I wish I had never said the word yes. And it gets more than that, not just for that word. It's my aftershave again. Mandate. Okay, pro. Okay, Fred. We had the Liberty Bell solve. Freedom plane. Here it is. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. No, not yes. Not yes, though I walk. Ja, which is, Forrest went to Germany. Ja. Ja is, yea, is yes, not with a J, with a Y. Fiat. What's fiat? What is that? Is it a seal or is it a chest named indulgence? his confirmation, his word, his name, his confirmation bias, not yours, his proof that what he is saying is the answers, are the answers that you need to have, not your answers that you think, his proof, his confirmation, his indulgence. Ah, the wrong eye. But might be a pirate eye, as in ay Jamalad. Word. His word. Where's it? His indulgence. His word. His stamp. Oh, power's back. He could go right straight to it. Remember word? One word. Words, all the words that are his confirmation, his proof of what he did. You have his proof of what he did, of what he said, of what he wrote, to tell you the answers I already know. Oh, let's do a scrapbook about adoption and fostering. Oh, look, it's confirmed. Well, it must be right. We have the latitude. It must be GPS. Run, Forrest. Run. Oh, no, let the horses go. Give them free rein and have a blank check and let them sign however much money they wanted. It's okay. And let's talk about Concord as well while you're there, Forrest. Or the Union. Let's do another scrapbook about that. What the heck that is. I do that. Ah, welcome. You have mail. Email. What's that word? What's that word? What was that other word? Oh, that was Yah. And this is praise. Praise Yah. Hallelujah. Yah. Wish I never said that word, yes. Hallelujah. Praise Yah. Confirmation that the Bible's full of shit. There was no J. And the word hallelujah is praise, yea. No, that's not right. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Praise, yea. Who the heck's yea? Praise, Yah, praise, yes, is confirmation that Jehovah, Jesus, is full of shit. Ah, the brownies. Puff the magic dragon who live by the sea. There, but for the grace of Yah. I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Oh, hello, by the way. It's for you and for you. Both for you. Thank you. Following the 9 clues precisely. Confirmation. 9 clues precisely will get you to ring bells. Congratulations and celebrations. I want the world to know that I'm in love with you. Salute. I wonder why. Oh, just hat tip. Is that mildew? The bouquet? The rave? Hang on. Do the tummy thing as well. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can't see it. I was patting me head and rubbing me tummy too. That was a sequel to Rubbing Me Tubby 1. Back to, here we go. Confirmation. This is some of the stuff that's happening. These big words. Seal. Ah, is that a Kiss song? The ticket, the golden ticket. Badges. I see no stinking badges. Ah, the card. Oh no, the pass. Dang. The patent. Oh no, must be copyrighted. You can't do that out of the olive jar. Leave my trove for all to seek. Yeah. Right. Word. Green light. ID. Oh, what on the proof and the documents? What's with the ID in the book? The pic of him when he was a little kid, and all that information about chemicals. The deed, the title. I give you confirmation to the gold. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. I'll give you word. Word, man. Look, the ID card. The word. I give you what? Title is confirmation. Confirmation that everything that you've found, if you were wise, is correct. You are correct in your discovery. Even that happening now. Even that, because of the learning curve and of the finding and reading and the revelation with the aha moment of what's in the poem. The second poem with the location. And by second poem, I mean the first poem, because you think that the first poem is the poem that's in the book. But that is the second poem. Second poem is the one in the book, and the location is in the first poem, the draft. And spotting the spot, you had to find the location, have confirmation of the location. Aha, aha, comma, faithful, old faithful. It's old faithful, I'll just say faithful. But old faithful is the words that are used with proof. Proof. The proof is on fire. There's more that I could say that is more the door, the entrance. There's only one way. Confirmation. Welcome. You have emails. Uh-oh, here it comes. Ticket. The entry. The gateway. The key. A word. Confirmation. Remember, word. Confirmation. That is key. Is that word in the poem? Yes. A word, just seen the word for confirmation. Key is confirmation. In tight focus with a word that is key. What words have we seen? Well, we've seen end. We've seen halt, which is comma. In tight focus with a word that is key. Word being confirmation. So if you have confirmation, if you have word, you may be able, deep thinking searcher using logic, not echoing like bats, or parroting like parrots, or copying like copiers, or paraphrasing like me when I first started doing my videos. I'd say, I'm only paraphrasing. I'm only paraphrasing. I'm only looking. A sheepskin? What's that? A golden fleece? I wonder if Forrest did a scrapbook about the fleece. I don't know. The conclusion, the accomplishment, the ending. They're not what he said. That's just what's happening. The end. Something ends the chase. Success is an omniscient Mario. Guru. Ah, the resolution. Is that a good picture? Or a big picture? Remember his curtains? He loved them curtains. He loved his confirmation. Needed some embroidery though. Did some sewing up. He did some sewing up because the chaos halt. The chaos. Ah, and then he disappeared on us. Where'd that word come up? It was in the chase, wasn't it? The end game. Cease. Curtain. Oh no, not the grand finale. Is that when the fat lady sings the swan song? The final stage. Is that, what's her name? Shakira. Shakira. Your hips. My breasts are like mountains. Not mine. The learning. Let me just say that again. The learning curve. What have I said? What have I just said? Like 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, however many times I said it. You've been wise. Your awareness. What did I say? I said the confirmation curve. The confirmation curve. Imagination is more important than knowledge unless you have the confirmation or the proof curve or the facts curve, the learning curve, the data curve, the hints curve, the aha moment curve, the light advertising, the light advertising. The light comes on, advertising, knowledge and facts and learning and revelation. And oh, look, what is this? Are they ABCs? Are they letters? I think they are. I think you'll find they are a way of alphabetizing stuff by using the alphabet. Don't like making plans. He was a guide. Pay attention to details. Know how. Remember, this is all about proof. Those teachers with ropes and rules and proof and smelly aftershave and awakening and truth and clues. Remember, with this confirmation, we have hints and clues and proof of those hints and clues, those words, that knowledge, that truth. I'm not lying. These are the words you were given. These are the words that they mean. And this is what makes sense in any court, in any court, in anywhere where there are records and ground rules, and they have no, what's the word? I've forgotten the word now. I've forgotten the word. I am, Jay. He is. Red. Is that Redneck Express here as well? He sneaked in. He threw it in the field, the art. No, what's the word? That means ulterior motive. Oh no, let's do some bidding at Heritage. How many rules? Remember his caveat, his confirmation, his word, his sageness, his brains. Oh no, they were coming out of his head. They're pushing his hair out. What? They were pushing his hair out. Oh look, there's a trial. He was a pilot. A pilot, and he'd use his initial, his 510 initial, his 15F 1111 initial. He'd use his initial F, which, if you add the 5 and the 10, that is his confirmation, his word is letter F. His initial is the same as 5 and 10. His initial. His word. He's a model and he's looking good. I won't do the one about the dummy, but he did. Oh, he did one about the microscope as well. The dummy and the microscope. So, the truth, the proof in his confirmation has given you the answer of what it is. But he didn't just give you the word confirmation to tell you what the answers were, and they were his answers. The answers I already know. The answers I already know. The truth I already know. The secret I already know. That's what it's synonyms to. All of those things under the word confirmation that was given to us. But he didn't just give us confirmation, because Forrest isn't like that. He wanted to just ram it home a little bit more, because he was having he was having fun. Now remember, some of these things happen in the chase, and this is about not what you think that you chose, but what Forrest knew to be the truth. And in that truth, there was proof. And in order to solve Fenn poem in the thrill of the chase, you needed his truth and his proof. And you would get it if you listen good. What does good mean? So, some of the things that you might be thinking about with regard to bias. Oh, look, some injustice. He's a pinball wizard. A double standard. Well, well, well. Well, these are the ones that he was leaning on. So, and the bent, that was a colonel or somebody. And a penchant, remember? Jinko pa, Jopa, Jopa pa, Jopa, however he said it. Come in, it's confirmation. Oh, it's jobs for the boys. If you don't see a piece of yourself in this mirror, if your bias leads you to a solve and not the solve that I have, the person in the mirror, if your bias leads you to a solve and not my solve, remember we just had confirmation, which was the solve, then perhaps you deserve another bias. Perhaps you deserve to think of something else that is not what I thought of. Forrest Fenn, not me. Maybe you need to think of something else, your bias, that is not my confirmation. It is your confirmation. So you need another bias. You need another solve that is yours. That is not mine. Speaking as Forrest Fenn. Because that is the truth. It's pop tabulous. because yours is wrong and not correct. Is that not what I said many years ago about you have wrong souls? Was I being anything other than fair and honest and trying to help you? No, I was being fair and honest and trying to help you. Rules for thee, but not for me. Forrest Fenn, rules for thee. You'd like to bend the rules. There's rules for thee, but not for me, because he already knows. He's already decided on his rules, and you need to follow those rules precisely. Precisely. Not all of this stuff. Although in this world, as I've said, there's two different things that I've been doing. I've been finding out what our world is all about and the lies and all of the stuff that's been going on. And I have to admit, it doesn't make me feel very good. Now, you had to have faith in a maverick, be faithful, and yet full of faith hate. No, Forrest Fenn never said that. I don't need to do that. Forrest Fenn said this, and it meant this. No, they're not the words that he used. They have nothing to do with what he said. How can they mean that? Oh, I know how they can mean that. Because you are better than Forrest and you want to beat Forrest. The years that I was leaning on. Does that say the wisdom? Does that say I did this because I'm a smart dude that has a penchant, a fondness, a bone, a turn? The name Bond, James Bond. He called me a genius. That guy's a genius, not me. He called somebody else a genius. That guy's a genius. What was he saying? A love? A relish? A shine? A cup of tea? God, where's Olga when you need her? Who will follow in my bias? His bias, not yours. His, just had it, confirmation bias. His proof. Who will follow in his truth, his passion? Who? Not you. Not you. Absolutely not you. The yen. The hunger's back. The habit's back. The tooth is back. The pinball wizard back. The will is back. The obsession is back. I am an obsession. You're my obsession. You're what you want to be to make you sleep with me. Remember the fetish, the backbone, the spine. There is only one bias in. There's only one way, and that is Forrest Fenn's way. His proof, his truth, not your bias. See, I told you about my bias. I was stuck on the top of a fucking hill, looking around me and going, Mario, you learnt two things today. One, you're fucking stupid. And 2, no, first one was you're stupid. 2, you're fucking stupid. What the fuck were you doing here, you fucking idiot? Flash. He's a miracle. Same words. Exact same words. Oh! 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 Isn't it a fine line between being faithful and being full of fucking greed? Isn't there a fine line between being in nature and faithful and just being a greedy son of a bitch? Ish. Oh! Hang on a minute. Hold the bus. Indulgence. Confirmation bias is indulgence. Forrest Fenn told you that his confirmation was indulgence and told you that the bias was indulgence as well. And if you understood that confirmation bias was the name of the fucking chest, the proof of everything, the universe, 42, the whole lot, what? Indulgence, and you have to drift, shift, and adjust and move with confidence and best able to adapt and all of these words. Oh, that's what he talked about in confirmation. Oh, movement. Oh, with his chain and his links and rod north of Santa Fe. Chemistry. Oh no, table of elements. Cotton Eye Joe. Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Oh, where did you come from? Where did you go? Let's talk about cotton. Let's do a scrapbook on cotton. Let's talk about chess, baby. Let's talk about you and me. The slant again. The angle. It all makes sense when you know what the answer is, doesn't it? Really? Ooh, too many words. Can't get them all in. Have to allow for the contrast, the imbalance. The golf. Oh no, the asymmetry. Not symmetry. The asymmetry. Look at these words, big words. What do they mean? What do they mean? A deviation from the norm. The opposition. The distance and separation. What? What are these words? I'm not saying these words because this one will. Like shift and drift. Remember, we just said the drift. And then we have those around the edge. Not the aberration, not his bias, his indulgence, his shifting, drifting, adjusting, and moving. No, he never did that. Oh, but he did. The conflict. Oh, look, his last match was a good match. Here's the discord. I don't have my own bias. I have Forrest Fenn's confirmation. Remember, I don't think. I listen and then I think. And then I think about what I heard or read. The yin and yang, the balance, the masculine and feminine, the balance, the light and dark, the balance. Because Forrest Fenn is spiritual, not religious. And in that spirituality, there has to be a balance of light and dark, of male and feminine, and yin and yang. Because I listen. I listen. The continental divide, oh dear, don't ever solve there, surely. Surely not. The clash, oh no. The group The Clash? No. Well, after having that learning, what if we had the curve to go with it? Remember, I've been talking about the jump start for, I don't know, a fair few videos now. And we have learning already, and we have curve already. And you put it all together, and it's the same word, which, if you remember, years ago, I did videos that had the same word, at least 5 of them, confirmation, and it made up a sentence. And yet, I could have just wrote the word curve, 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 curve. You would have no idea what I was talking about, and yet it would have made sense to somebody who listened. Because when you go on Discord, you have a lack of accord, and I would rather have the accord than the discord. True, you may not like it, and I don't care, but it's true because I am under no illusion. You may want that to be the case, may hope for that to be the case, but I don't have a bias. I listen, I hear the truth, I accept the truth as the truth. It is not a belief, it is just the truth, and that doesn't change. It will remain the truth even if 8 billion people, tell me that I am wrong. If it is the truth, I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong. It's not my opinion. It's just the truth. Remember, we had the confirmation. It's not a theory, unlike all of your souls. These are proven, not a hunch, not in thought. These are proven because they were shot, given. Not if. If you are brave, bias, and in the wood, if you've been wise, bias, and found the blaze, if you have proof, my proof, Forrest Fenn proof, if you've listened to his confirmation, bias, his word, his bias, his confirmation bias. What will prove that you listened? What will prove that you listened to his confirmation bias? If. Did I not do a video about that word, if? And if you can do all that, then you are a man, my son. If, because it was shot, it was, I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. See, my explanations, they come with facts. They come with proof. They come with a leaning on all of those years. Aye, what's going on here then? They come with a deep thinking. There's only one way in. There is only one way of thinking, because nobody can think my thoughts, said Forrest Fenn, which means the only way in, the only fucking way is for you to be faithful, to have faith in a maverick that his confirmation bias, if you listen good, there's only one way of thinking, and that would be what? What way would that be? Would it be deep, faithful, old faithful? Would it be deep? There's only one way in. Would it be the deep thinking that he talked about? This way of thinking. A deep thinking searcher using logic. Did we not have logic in the video that I gave you? That this confirms? Of course, because that's what I do. That's exactly what I do. I got a feeling that tonight, a way of looking at things. Well, look quickly down your quest to seek. What was I just saying? Was I just saying that you had to have faith in that one way in, that deep thinking, old faithful thinking, that faith in a maverick thinking in his confirmation way of thinking, in his proof way of thinking, in his truth, and it goes on and on. And there is only one way, as far as he knows his way. One way. His way or the highway. It's that simple, but you have to be able to name that tune. You have to be able to name that way, that faith. Remember, name that tune. He always won. Always won. He could name that tune and he always won. He named that way. Faith, remember, that's how you walk in the spiritual truth of things, not the Bible. This person is called Jesus in the way. There's only one way. Faith. So remember, I'm solving two things at once, not just throw the chase because that was too easy. There's only one way in. Faith. I can name that way. I can name that faith. That fashion, turn to the left. Fashion, turn to the right. If you shift, drift, adjust, best able to adapt. If your awareness taken its first, remember we did the word steps, your awareness has taken its first steps. Oh, some people have to take a stand. Remember, the advertising is on the light. The answers are on the light. The way is on the light bulb. That aha moment that tells you, oh, were they any shoes that he lost in the quicksand? He drew a line. He drew a line. He drew a line. He drew a way. Oops, what happened there? Dang. Ah, there we go. The theory. Remember, these are your ways of doing it. This is what you're doing. But if you're listening, you'd have got his shoes and followed it in his footprint. You'd have followed. You took your shoes and followed. Remember, you need to analyze, study, analyze. Who's best able or her best able to adapt with knowledge, imagination. The call. Did you get the call? Confirmation. Must be that I got the call. Must be that I got the call. He said yes. He said yes. A way of looking. Well, look quickly down. What does quickly mean? What does down mean? Read me what the poem says. Mario Reading tells the future. Accepted wisdom. A character. Remember I said I don't assume, I don't guess. I fix things and I know stuff. Stuff. What is stuff? A way of looking at it. Take it in the canyon down. Well, what is it and how do you look at it? Well, it is something, and something ends the chase. You have to move with what? What do you have to move with? Think about it. You have the answer already. You move with bias, not your bias. Not your bias. Forrest Fenn's bias, but you have to move with it because the reason you can move with confidence is because he gave you the answers. He gave you the answers. He gave you the way. Remember the method, the recipe, the formula, the program, the blueprint. He was an architect and he crafted that poem and gave you all of those words that said, if you move with confidence, his confirmation bias, his bias, moving with his bias, the answers you already know. His divination. Higher hand. Well, who the funk? Oh, look, it was a major irritative view. Oh, you have to move with trust. It was sure for the one that did. And it was in a will, was it? It wasn't put in, it was input. Remember, we had it the other day, input. Look quickly down. There's one way of looking at it. Look, confidence. Quickly down, bias. Quickly down at the look quickly down. A whole event. Which are the words that I like? I like those words that look the same either way. The tenet. Any part of some is better than no part of any. Look quickly down, but don't believe the dogma. Tink. So I hope, like, women wear makeup and, oh, he's back. False advertising. Like, words don't mean what you think they do. This is false advertising. These words, they don't mean what you think they do. You just think they mean it because Ken told you what they meant. An article of faith. Get out into makeup, confidence, bias, Ken, air. Get out, what? Get out into where? Oh, I know where we're getting out into. My bias is in Wyoming. My confirmation, my proof is in Wyoming. My heart, my bias is in Wyoming. How do I know? Because it's there in spirit. And he learnt all them words in 5 minutes. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Run, Forrest, leaning. Remember, shift, drift, adjust, and move with confidence. Why? Because Forrest gave you the answers, his bias. And if you don't take his answers and his bias, then have another go at using your own bias and have another turn because his aim was off. Had another go, and the wind would affect his aim, his bias. What was his bias? His confirmation is indulgence, and his bias is indulgence, and the wind would affect indulgence. His aim would affect indulgence once he would drive to the first curve, the learning curve, which he would jumpstart. Remember, already did the stream. Is that a band? I got a feeling it's there in spirit. Flux, Welcome to Montana, that did. Only one way. The wave. Let's do a scrapbook about the wave. Let's do another scrapbook, shall we? Some colouring. The slant. There's still more. Oh, look. Find the doctor. Find the treasure. If you do some doctoring, then you've altered it. So you need to correct it. Oh, look. The stuff that's happening in the chase. The adulteration, the bullshit, the fudging, the corruption, the stretch, the pretense. Excuse me. The story is real, the treasure is real. The bias is real, and the bias is real. No, the bias is real, and the treasure is real. Except it's a forgery. Except there's deception. I wonder why I had to say it then. What's the difference between mistake and error? Or whatever he said. Nothing. Nothing is a mistake, is an error. It's exactly the same. Exactement. Bum, 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 bum. Illogically. It's a paradox. The quirk. The quirk. Another solve I did. Oh, the subterfuge. The illusion. The myth. Oh no, don't forget the mirage that happened in Oasis. Excuse me, confirmation in that other scrapbook. Not lying. I'm not lying. Oh no, excuse me. So he would slip out of the window and down. We've had the escape, and down and we've had fire. Down the fire escape. He would slip out the window down the fire escape, but Jack. Remember, I sent Forrest an email about this Jack made up of the words. Not a true story, just Jack made up of words about a bad chest, saving it for a rainy day. And he found the slip up, the bias. He would, in fact, stumble. Clangers. Isn't that a kid's program? He's slip up. Oh dear, what's a slip up? Don't want to be calling people boo. Smarter than the average bear, boo boo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Story is real, the brick is real. The chimera. Barry? Oh no, Barry's here as well. Somebody tell Barry he's here. I don't think he knows. Oh look, there's that mirage. There's that mirage in the Oasis, and there's Miss Ford, or the Miss the Aim. What does Ford mean? Oh, it must have been shot. See, even with this, he said, I take you literal, but the The statement should be, I take you literally. I take you literal, he says. The wrong end of the stick. Oh no! Hang on a minute. We've got a hole. It's all been about a hole. But definitely not a 9-mile hole. Not a 9-mile hole. But a hole, a vent, a dream, subtlety, here it is, daydream. Here it is. Here's the idea. That is the second poem. But here is the bubble. Now, here is a rainbow. Would lead to the end of my rainbow and the treasure. Confirmation bias. Here's confirmation bias. Based on his... Hang on a minute. Did he have a... Where's it gone? Have I gone past it? Where are you? Based on his slip-up? Nah. Jack found it based on a slip-up? Jack found it based on a rainbow? No, surely not. Where's it gone? Here somewhere. There it is. He did a scrapbook about a bubble. But here is a rainbow. Well, well, well. Who'd have thunk? Forrest Fenn had a slip-up. And it was a rainbow. And if you can get to the end of the rainbow, which is two-sided, so in reality, if you went to a rainbow, you could be at the wrong end anyway. But if you could get to the end of the rainbow, you would find the treasure by following the 9 clues precisely, word for word. I ain't lying. I tell you the truth because it is the truth and you deserve to know the imagination, which is more important than knowledge. How is it more important than knowledge? Because you have rainbow, you have imagination, and you have knowledge. And snafu, and castles in the air. And a fairy tale based on the influences that we are supposed to listen to what they whisper and use them for entertainment only. What does all that mean? Oh, it's a cock and ball story. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. If that's what it is, that's what it is. I got a feeling. The difference. Spot the difference. The awareness. Oh, I love it. The wisdom. That's when my wisdom took its first steps. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Here. What's going on here? Oh, the smarts. The knowingness. Important to know what is worth knowing and what isn't. There's a lot of feelings going on. But not so many guts. That's a gut reaction. Following his passion. Love. Love, love on your side. Let's do a scrapbook about the verb. You got love. Ah, there's the fire. In spirit. Well, well, well. Driving to the first clue. Lady, willpower. Ah, the right sort of patience. The hunger. The welly. Uh-oh. How did he end up with a girl like Peggy? Because he wasn't short of tenacity. He wasn't short of tenacity. That doesn't work. Hang on. Maybe, maybe if we use this word, spirit? Nah. Fire? Nah. What if we use that word? Do you reckon? Love? Tenacity? Which sounds better? I'll leave it up to you. Or the verb? Or spirit? Or emotion? Or heat? Or hunger? Or lust? Or relish? Or pickle? And you need metal and resolve. Oh, hang on, that means tenacity too. No, you need love. Love. Love on your side. Because love is the most powerful. Was, after all, a love poem. You got love, love, love on your side. Well, faithfulness comes with love, doesn't it? Being faithful, having faith and love and faith and love. Ah, some pep, Mr. Pepper. Oh no, we have life, which is normally associated with thrill. And go. Why is it that I must bias and leave? We've had leave. My trove for all to seek. Rapture. Oh no, hang on a minute. We're paying attention to details, and we have joy. Almost like happiness is the pot, isn't it? Except it isn't. It's a different one. But your love will be worth your effort. Your faithfulness will be worth the cold. The backbone, the fetish we've already had. Yen. Oh, sorry it's so long, but the truth takes as long as it takes, you see. It's just the way that it is. The itch. Is that poison ivy? Poison ivy, poison ivy. Get an itch. Oh no. What happened there? You're going to see how I would bounce. Will. Bill around the house. Will. Who's Will? Ah, the sparkle. Ginger. Beans. Vinegar. Gas. Hang on. These are words I've heard before. Oh no. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on. Some get up and go. Oh, lady, willpower. It's funny, isn't it? A girl named Will. Ah, is that Cupid? Stupid Cupid, stop picking on me. Well, we've had wait. Why not hurry up and wait? No elephants, just ants. Ants in them damn pants. With confidence again. Oh, look, it's metal. We can do it now. We can move with metal and resolve and confidence with them big eyes. Hungry eyes. One look at you and I took on a purpose. Happiness and joy, remember, is the pot. Sounds very, doesn't it? If you move with confidence, we just had confidence, and now if you move with confidence, with some shifting, drifting, and adjusting, best able to adapt with the switch and the shift and the drift, adjust. I don't know, and having another turn on the course, and best able to adapt. I don't know. you might be able to, with some deep thinking using logic, solve the Forrest Fenn poem if you can fix and know stuff with some analysis, because you have to study and analyze. Not lying. Not lying. Just telling you the truth, how it was done. And there are plenty more things that I can say that just make you want to go. Things that make you go, Things that make you go, Things that make you go, What did I say? You have to study and analyze. And we've had shift, drift, adjust, blah, blah, blah. In other words, Forrest are going to tell you the answers. You just have to listen. Have the eye and the award, the way of thinking. Not there in thought, it's in the way of thinking. His way. It's his way, his point of view, which is the only point of view worth knowing. Because his story is real, his treasure is real, and your narration and your account and your point of view and everything else that you say is the dog's fucking bollocks. It's just that bollocks. It's bollocks. Peter. Hello, Pan. Otherwise, it gets abstract. Canvas. Ooh. What's that word? Ciphering? A redraft? Not a first draft and a second poem. Remember the scrapbook about the rake? Bitch. Lean. Camber. Leaning. The bend. The rise. The bank. What happened there? It went skew. Oh, man. It didn't work that time, though. The elevation, remember? Remember the elevation? Dipping your toe in it. Dip, dip, dip. Did you dip? Did you dip your toe in it? Did you dip? Did you dip your toe in it? It's a plane. It's a freedom plane. The roll. Throw the roll in with your gran. With those 12 kids and the redneck. Try the heel. Oh, look, the slide. Remember we doing the soles about the slide? And the brown stains on the pants. On top of a mountain. Oh, close, mountainside. The slide. How many people had that solve? Dang. He's a freak. The bee. Bent. Maggot. Quirk. Oh no. They will forgive us that one foible. That dream. That passion. Maybe even that thought. That one vision. That one thing. That crochet scrapbook, or even it's expensive. What is it? What is it when you come up with your own solve? It's expensive bias. It's expensive bias when you come up with your own solve and not Major Forrest Burke Fenn's answers that he gave you for 10 years. Just saying the truth. And if you don't like it, maybe you deserve another turn. Maybe you need a different type of bias that will give you a different solve, and it will still be BS, and it will still be shite. Just saying. Just saying. Because failure is the only sin. I haven't lied to you. I'm telling you. It was bad language. And I mean bad language. Like evil language. That's what he said. It was bad language. Just telling you what he said. Because you don't listen. Forgive us our failures, so we forgive those that fail against us. Look, somebody's going on in the chase. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. We'll talk about Shaft. We can dig it. Now you know why I sing those songs. Now you know, oh, don't forget that word. Like a vice that you use for metalwork and that, not a vice. Not a vice, just a vice. Just a vice, not a vice. Don't worry, not long to go now. You'll live. You keep retracting them, so you know I don't need to read most of them. Danger will love it. Lost in space. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. The truth is always out there, or in there where Forrest went. Have a wonderful evening. Cheers, Mr. Captain, Miss Captain, whatever. I don't know. Thank you very much for being here. Somebody just got a slap in the face. The Totem Cafe Caper. Thank you. Here's another slip. Up out of the window and down the fire escape. Well, sorry, but the truth is the truth, and people deserve the truth, and not the bullshit that, unfortunately, people think they can get away with, and they can't, because we're on the railroad tracks now. The old Katy Railroad, she's coming in because of the slip up. There's stuff you think or hope that I don't know. Trust me, I know. It was a Job interview, and Job took all there was. Every deed, every that people thought was okay to do. Oops. And it's not okay to do. Not to me, not to anyone, because failures are the only sin. Oh, look, here's a pineapple. Let's make a pie. Let's make a pineapple pie. Which pies do you like? Forrest was talking about. Another turn, pineapple. Ring? What's this? I wish I could have lived to do the things I was attributed to. Some bullying? Was that in the book? I think it was. Dang. Don't dig, Barb, where you're not supposed to, Barb. Who's who in the zoo? Don't dig where you're not supposed to. What does dig mean? A dart. Let's play darts. Let's do a scrapbook. Poke. Oh, let's do a scrapbook. If not for my name, my bias, his bias, not yours, his, he would have nothing. What was his name? Faithful. Old Faithful. That name, that bias, that soul, that place, that spot, that word, his confirmation, his proof, his truth, his fact. Look up what Old Faithful means and look up those words. And they all mean the same thing. So if not for that, in regards to a chest hidden 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe, or rods, links, and chains that were originally given, the words that you've seen here. Ah, she can't check no more, Captain. She's Star Trekking across the universe. But we have found reverse now. So this is some of the stuff that's going on. It has been going on in the chase, but will soon end. Can I affect the future? Mold, fake, con, find the doctor, find his bias, his solve, his answers, his truth, his confirmation bias. Find that, his name. Find that, find the treasure. Now, I don't know how many times I've told you this, proving what the answer is. Snow, whitewash, touch. Oh, look, DB Cooper. Orient. Stretch, move, reach. Ah, Trump's back. Must be his security. Remember, I said it the other day. Is it Trump or is it the doctor? Way. There's only one way in. Oh no. Take out the IO. Take out the IO, and what do you have? Ma. IOU. Take out the IOU, and you have, only for the person that would be able to read the poem, the first poem, the draft, use a guide, embellish. Oh, there's more yet. Step on a crack, hook, mask, puff, dress, cloak, carry as much as one man can carry. As much as. Fiddle, rig, I fix things and I know stuff. Juggle, forge. Oh, it's taking long even for me. Magnify, pad. Stop it. Ooh. Ooh. An engineer. An engineer. What? A patch. Some varnish. Is that nail varnish? Oh, twist someone's words. Who would do that? Airbrush? No, he wouldn't. Would he? Sully, isn't that the name of one of those officers? Well, I think it is, because it's a place in Colorado, I think, that I looked. Switch. It's a shame. Trust me, I did all this stuff. I did it all. Because we're listening. Hack. I've been hacked. I've been hacked. Morph. That plasticine flipping thing. Hart, his name was. Ah, the jockey. The jockey. Ah, the loophole. Snooker game. Well, we're getting near to the good stuff now, don't we? Well, we already had the good stuff, but these are the same ones. Try the wheel. Try the wheel. Oh no, it's heel because it's careen, bank, pitch, bow, or bow. Whichever. Did you dip, throw the roll in, learning curve, put in the beetle, pitch, bank, wind, wheel, drift, turn, run, Forrest. I only want to do that to get up to the run, Forrest. The overhang, the sink. Took all of them angles. The camber. These are scrapbooks, by the way. The rock, the aim, seesaw, the lurch, grade, the rake, level the playing field, the train, reel, shift. Passed away on Labour Day. Labour Day. He was going to call it, he said. Didn't he? He said he's going to call it, title it. Title it. He's going to title it. Not 80, but 90. Remember? Just telling you the truth. And it was Labour Day, September 7th. Labour Day. His day. His proof. His truth. His confidence. Everything that he said. Everything that he said with the duck and the dodge and the slide. And Jack is a jerk. Is he a bias? In fact, didn't he give us confirmation bias? Is there a bias searcher that will move with confidence? I think there is. That can affect the future and make it happen. I think there is. Who will drive to the first clue? I think there is. Amazon. Who will teach? I think there is. I think all of those things. Who doesn't need another turn? Who is direct and best able to adapt? And who will give as well as be given? I give you trigger. Title. Ooh. Prod. Someone's goading Forrest. Rouse. Let's do a scrapbook on that. Oh, don't squat with them on. It was just a lure. The spark. Work. Don't squat with your spur on. The needle. It was there in spirit. I'm not lying. There it is. There it is. There it is. We had to bribe. We had to bribe to get Skippy back. Please touch. We had to touch them to get Skippy back. We had to touch. Please touch. I am responsible. Bulldozer, the hook. Please touch. I am responsible. I would say we're nearly there, but we're only just like nearly there. We're not nearly there. But nearly there is better than being not nearly there, I suppose. I'm not as full of energy because we lost our first game today. The goose egg. Whee! To, one of the worst people that, no. I suppose Tottenham are the worst people we can lose to, but Man United come a close second. Very close. But I expected it to be fair. To be fair, they've been playing well. Hint 2. Jockey. So I told you this the other day. I'll tell you again because it's important to know what's worth knowing and what isn't worth knowing. But there was a square on every page in the book, The Thrill of the Chase. And it was the answer to the Forrest Fenn poem. Pay attention to them pictures and the drawings and whatever. The square was the answer to the Forrest Fenn poem. It was the fix, because that's what I do. I fix things and I know stuff. Sometimes the fox need to dress like the railroad. I could hear it from my window. Fox needs to dress like the hound. Why is that? The baddie needs to dress like the goodie. Oh, you're looking for trouble? Blackjack! come to the right place. Have someone do something because something ends the chase. Have someone do something and that something ends the chase. And then breed. You need a catalyst, so let's catalyze. Let's begin. Begin it where this is not mine, Forrest Fenn's bias. This is the first clue. Begin it where warm waters, comma, just done, and take it in the canyon down. That's not how it reads, is it? With that word begin. Pull up to the bumper, baby, in your long black limousine. Touch, effect. Attack, 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 attack. I could say the ones like form and guard and stuff like that, but I'll do the ones that you're used to. We have the railroad and now we have the train. The tooting of the whistle, it's Katie on the throttle with the Cannibal Kid. Katie Jones, or even Casey Jones. Jones, we've had Jones. He's a man of rolling. Casey Jones. I don't know if you know that program. I think it was on the same sort of time as Alias Smith and Jones. Jones was around a lot in them days. It'll be our secret. Until then, only you, me, and the governor all know about it. Mar, I-O-U. Oh, people, twist. Let's twist again, like in blackjack, like we did last summer. Ah, the influences, the trash. Tar. Well, let's do another scrapbook. Not long now. Thanks for putting up with it, whoever's in here. Even if you're not in here, thanks for putting up with it when you're watching it. Touch, that's coming out quite a lot. It's a shame. The wreck. Oi, what's going on there? This figure and that figure. Oh, look, Cripple Creek. That's where I went. Oh, and Hell's Half Acre I went. Pull down. Beware the mud. Shoot down. Take down a peg. Run down. What? Make biased? Who would do that? Who would make people biased? Oh, in the chase. Who would try to humble anyone? Oh, in the chase. Who would talk about a sack? Oh, Forrest in the chase. They would have a sack race. It was just a lure. It was just a lure. Come on, even I'm getting fed up now. Mind you, I already know the answers. Touch work. Moving to the bears. God, they're too close now. I'm scared in case I move it up and it changes the scene. Whee! Hurt. Yes, I've been hurt. I've been hurt like I've never been hurt before. It's that bloke again, Mark. What's going on? Knock for 6. Ooh, not that one. Oh no, is that a joker? It's a con. Treasure con. What does that mean? It's that joke, that hoax, that scam. My father didn't know what a bluff was. Oh, didn't he? Didn't he know about gaslighting? Didn't he know about people who try and pull strings? Didn't he know about leaving Willie up the garden path in the snow? Oh, and as if by magic. Remember the scrapbook? There was Willie in the snow with his footprints up the garden path. Was he bait? Shaft. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm talking about Shaft. Let's do something about the sheepskin fleece. Remember we had it earlier. Hook. Is that Peter Pan? We had Pan earlier. Now Hook. Is that a seagull? Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Or a buffalo. Buzz, buzz, a diddle it. Remember Buzz? I did buzz, buzz, a diddle it the other day, but I don't think anybody understood what I was really meaning. It's above and beyond. No, to infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear. Toy Story. Let's have a scrapbook. What does do mean? I've asked you quite a few times. Oh, is that word again? Look. And a fiddle. While Roanbird. Beat. Skin. Jose and Hose B. The skunk. There's Mr. Sharp and his cabin and the hammer. And we've had the hammer. Here's the gold brick, the milk. In Stoof. The kid. Bill E. the kid. Here's Rob. Hello, Rob. Got a new motor. Clip. Sell. Born to hand jive, baby. Fudge. Do you like fudge? Oh, he's up the garden path. Now he's been led down the garden path because he had to go back in. And that what Forrest said? He said something like that. Fake. Fakey, fake. Everything's fake. It's all fake. Fake. Apart from what isn't fake. Apart from the confirmation truth. Led up the garden path, Willie. And then led down the garden path to come back in. He didn't want to be out there. I'm going to pull that chest. Confirmation, bias, truth, blah, blah, blah. Duke on the Duke box, the cross, a butty, a lure. What sort of butty was it? Can't remember what they called it now. Gonna remember. The crib. Hey, we've had the dogs and now we've got the fox. Sometimes he doesn't want to break the rules, but he sure does want to bend them. Now the fox has come out on his own and the hound has disappeared. So, what's he trying to say? Words don't mean what you think they do. Sometimes it's wise for the fox to dress up as the hound. Within different words, you will have both the fox and the hound. Here's that array again. Ooh, the Lorraine. The place, the peg. The same word. Why? Why does Forrest say it exactly the same each time? Reader's Digest. What's that got to do with anything? The line. Put in? No, surely. The continental divide, a structure. Button down. Fix. Space. The final frontier. Put in below. Alphabetize. What's that? ABC. If you alphabetize it, oh, it's that bloke Mark. Locate it. The plan that's been set. The bloke set. The Egyptian bloke set. The judge. Oh no. Naughty judge. The log. The chart. Oh God. The name. What is happening? They're all the answers. What's going on? Why we've been told all the answers? We have to adjust and adapt. What? Why? The suit. Was that his suit that he dressed up in, or was that the playing suit for the cards? Your effort will. We've had will. Now we've got be. We've had effort and worth. The colt. Dang, what's he done? Just took these few words and made up a whole poem with them. What? Could he have done that? Could he have done that? On this one, you see. Good. The world's a stage and each must play a part. Can I make it cool? Station. Measure. Did his own choreography. He's got a whole card. Be careful. Any part. The ticket. The mould. Right straight to it. Whee! The match. Fashion. Taylor. She's back. Taylor's back. Back again. Put straight. If you put straight, you can put it right and go straight to it. Uh-oh. Here's the truth. Here is the truth. It is the draft. The original. His bias. His truth. The first poem is the draft. And if not for that draft, my draft, not your draft, I don't read it like that. I read it like this because we've been made up silly names and silly words. Those manners know. Uh-oh. Gets worse than just the draft. This is the truth and the proof of what was given to you by the person you call Jack, whose name is the minute, the second hand, and the second, the minute hand, whose name is Jonathan Stoof, not Jack. Pay attention to detail. It's in the book. Been put in writing below the home of Brown. Is that a book? Is the Thrill of the Chase a book of Brown? Is it? Has it been put in the book? Maybe, baby. Maybe it's a copy. Uh-oh, it's getting close. Getting close now. Getting close to it. Oh, we're getting close to it. Hey, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Trying to slot me in. A word that is key. It's been put in place. Input. Oh, it's getting so close. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. In tight focus with a word that is key. In tight focus with a word that is key. Key, focus, input, put in. Put in, key, input, focus. Input, focus, key, put in. Oh, gets worse than that. That's the good bit. That simple bit. In focus with a word that is key. Oh dear. How did he do it? How did he do it? Well, somebody told you in their very first videos. I don't want to go too much because the answer's coming up. It was all black and white. It's been set down in black and white, and you had to follow the script but spare a thought for the author that penned it in black and white. The script with the ink letter. What's that say? We have a draft and we rewrite, we rewrite the chalk, the ghost, the autograph, the bill, the doodle. I wonder if Forrest did doodles. If it was put down in black and white. On the calendar, but pay attention to the details. So we rewrite the draft that you just saw. Wait, Lloyd, it's all there. We rewrite the draft because it's his bias. It's his. It's what he did. It's what he thought of. Nobody could think his thoughts. You have to follow, cipher what he did. Why is it always on an angle? This is why it's on an angle. The cross, this is why it's the cross. Over and over. So those are why you see those. That's it. Those are why you see those things. But it was a case of he had to rewrite his truth. So, Forrest Fenn's confirmation bias is what you needed. All of those things told you the answers. What did I do before that? Damn, can't remember what I did first. Confirmation bias and what was the double omegas in that? Oh, it's simple enough. Hey, why you couldn't checkmate Forrest Fenn? Because some people wanted to, excuse me, confirmation. They wanted to beat him. They wanted to defeat Forrest, and that would be, a good statement. Some people could not say defeat Forrest Fenn. But it wasn't about that. It was about knowing why balk, this word, balk, was not there instead of the word halt. And he said he was limited on the words that he could use, and yet here is halt. And here is balk, both are balks. Here is balk. So begin it where warm waters balk and take it in the canyon down, not far but too far to walk. Not an issue. None at all. Because halt, the dumb curve was in the way. And balk, exactly the same. Exactly the same. And they mean checkmate, but that can't be the answer. Because he used the word halt instead of walk and said he was limited on the words that he could use. And he obviously isn't limited. He could have well used the word balk, but he needed a word for comma. So checkmate, Forrest, because I know what you did. You used the word instead of punctuation. I don't see how punctuation would help. I don't know how he said it, but whatever he said, punctuation won't help you, whatever. It wasn't that punctuation won't help you, because that's true. The punctuation doesn't exist. What will help you is what's worth knowing and what isn't, is knowing that halt is the replacement for the punctuation, the word, the truth, the proof. Now, everything that I've said is true, and everything that I have said is backed up with what truth? Facts. Facts, because that's what they mean. These all these words. Look, he had a bomb. All these words. Don't mess with my poem. Had lots of lemons. The truth is in the words that he didn't say, because words don't mean what you think they do. But the truth is there nonetheless. You just had to understand his confirmation bias. You had to understand confirmation bias. Listen, you could not think his thoughts. Anything. Don't care who you are. 350,000 people. Anything that you all thought was confirmation bias. Anything. Any fucking thought that you had. Anything was your confirmation bias. What you had to understand when you were told about confirmation bias is that anything that you are thinking is your own confirmation bias, because it's not what Forrest Fenn thought. Anything that you're thinking, anything, whatever thought that came into your head, no, can't be that, because Forrest Fenn didn't think it. You had to understand his confirmation bias. You had to understand the words confirmation bias. That's what you had to do when you were given that information. Because anything, doesn't matter what it is, if you thought it started at the tap, no. If you thought it started in Montana, no. If it was in Wyoming, no. If it was in Colorado, no. New Mexico, no. Because those are your thoughts. Those are your confirmation bias. Anything that you thought, anything in any of those states is confirmation bias. Any of it. Any. Doesn't matter. No, 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 no. Any thought, none. No. Any single thought, any thought is incorrect. It's incorrect. Because it's not Forrest Fenn's thought, you can't think his thoughts. In other words, excuse me, he did something that no one else was going to think of. And so he had to tell you. He had to tell you. That's why you had to listen good. Had to tell you the answer. But he couldn't come out and just tell you the answer because he was hiding the answer from you. The only way you were going to get the answer is with his confirmation bias, with what he was talking about. His heart is in Wyoming. It's there in spirit. Like the information that he gives you is what gives you the answer. You just have to understand what he is saying. So he basically said, it's in Old Faithful. That's what he said. It's in Old Faithful. And to find it there, here are the words that tell you that's where it is. Now, I don't care whether you believe it or not. Anything that you think cannot be it. It cannot be it. Because it's not what Forrest Fenn thought. Don't care? Don't care. Don't care. Any thought? Well, forget. The first word that comes into your head? No. No. The first word that comes to your head? No. It's not his thought. End of. End of. Has to be his. Because nobody can think what he thought. So you had to be told what the answer was. Everything that I've told you, 100% true, 100% fact. And they're not mine. They're not my thoughts. They're not my ideas. They're not my facts. They're Forrest Fenn's facts. They are his ABCs. They are his rules. They are all the things that I have talked about. That's why they are Forrest Fenn's and not mine. Now, I solved it by listening to what Forrest Fenn said was the answer. That's it. That's it. That's it. Didn't have to do anything else. I had to listen to what Forrest Fenn said, and when he told me the answer, that was it. And so once I knew the answer, because you have to know the answer before you can know the answer. So he gives you the answer, whichever answer you got, the first answer you got. Say it was your best revenge. Excuse me. It wasn't, but say it's your best revenge. And best being Old Faithful. Once you know that's the answer, and you look up something else he said, you'll see that Old Faithful comes up again. And then you look up something else that he said, and you'll see Old Faithful comes up again. And you look up something else he says, and you'll see Old Faithful comes up. That's not how I did it, because I looked up warm, I looked up comfortable, because comfortable is what warm means to Forrest. Now, if he's writing a poem, listen, if he's writing a poem and he has a first draft, and he says that comfortable means warm, you can guarantee that if the word isn't comfortable in the poem that you're reading, it's another word that those two words mean. 100%. Can't be anything else. If he's telling you that warm means comfortable to him, then the word that's missing in that poem, the second poem that's in the book, has to be a synonym that both of those words mean. Excuse me. But then, once you find the word, he confirms the word for you by saying, if you don't have begin it where warm waters halt nailed down, you have nothing. So now you, already knowing that it has to mean that, look the word nailed down up, because you know that if warm is Old Faithful, for it to be nailed down has to mean Old Faithful. It's the only way you can nail it down. To nail down the first clue, have it nailed down, warm meaning Old Faithful, nailed down has to mean Old Faithful to have it nailed down. So you look up nailed down in the knowing, because you've already got the answer. Having the answer helps you get the answer, or the confirmation of the answer. Not mine, not my thoughts, not my confirmation. The confirmation that Forrest Fenn is giving me by telling me you need it nailed down. Sure enough, nailed down is Old Faithful. Something must be obvious to you by now. And that's how you go. The information that Forrest gives you is the truth. It is his confirmation bias. And by using his confirmation bias, you can get the answers that he already knows. There is a word in the poem that is key. That's what we were told. Because he was asked, is there a word that is key? Yes. Is that word in the poem? Yes. So now you know there is a key word. And it's in the poem. Or word that is key, sorry. And it's in the poem. But you also know you need all of them. One of them won't take you there. So you have words like drive. Drive to the first clue. All of those words that Forrest gave us, like tenacity. I was never short on tenacity. See how high he would bounce. Just seeing those words in these. They're all helping you understand his confirmation bias for all the thrill of the chase. The stuff that Forrest Fenn did and the stuff that was happening. The good stuff and the not so good stuff. So when Jack came, that's me taking flack. Confirmation, I'm not lying. When Jack came and stuff was going tits up, and most people thought this was a load of shit, it was already known that it was going to be that way. Because that's what it says in the words that you read. Forrest said, read me what the poem says, and it's game over. Oh dear. Well, is what it is. I'm going to worry about them. So here's what it is. They were warned. Anyway, so don't mess with my poem. Why is it that nobody can say checkmate Forrest Fenn? Because everybody was messing with the poem. They weren't listening to what he said. I listened to what he said, and I did everything that he said. And I mean every fucking thing, every fucking word I was looking at and wondering how the hell could he do it with all of this? How deep is a hole? What does hole mean? So you get your answer and you know what it means. And you know 9 Mile Hole is a whole W load of shit. Another word load is here. Hurry up and wait. So these things are happening. Hurry up and wait. What do those words mean? I solved the poem. There was no point going to America. Things needed to be done. It's called divine timing. And I needed to know who was who in the zoo, who could be trusted and who could not be trusted. For my own safety, to be fair. But not about me. I had to trust in 2 mavericks. I had to trust in Major Forrest Burke Fenn, and I had to trust in Father, in Spirit, in Universe, in Source, whatever it is, because these people have their own sources. I had to trust that both of them was going to give me the truth. Now I know Father's going to give me the truth. I know that. But I had to have enough faith in Major Forrest Burke Fenn to know that being faithful was the answer. In other words, being at that place faithful, being there, as I've gone alone in there, being there faithful, in that place of faithfulness, being there, that was the answer. Not only in the thrill of the chase, but in life in general. Being faithful is the answer. What are you faithful to? Am I faithful to Major Forrest Burke Fenn? Or am I faithful to the Word? In the beginning was the Word. In tight focus with a word that is key. So we have a word in the thrill of the chase that is key, and we have a word in the Bible that is key. And we have praise, Yah, you just seen it here, praise, and yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death. Forrest said, I wish I never said the word yes. The yes in German is Ja, spelt with a J. Hallelujah is spelt with a J, and J wasn't around until 1524. So why is it that I must go for the thrill of the chase and for life in general? Why did Y have to go? Because these fuckers didn't want you to know about the beginning word. Hallelujah. Praise Yah. Not God. Not Jehovah. Not Yahweh. Not Elohim. Not all of Adonai. Not all of those words. Those 666 words. Not those. Not those. So you have Yahuwah and you have Yahusha, who should be in the name of a place in Galilee, meaning for or protection. So you have divine protection and you have praise divine. Hallelujah, Yahusha. And it's based on the word, the true word, the word that we have, which is at the beginning. Begin. If you get lost, go back to the beginning. Begin is the beginning in the chase. In the beginning was the word in life. So there are two beginnings in two different things. And if you have the beginning, you have the answer. So you just have to listen. Go to the beginning, find the answer, then everything after that, you can see what is true and what is a lie. In the chase, the words that Forrest used were telling you the name, because without that, nothing. In life, you're the name, because without that, you have nothing. You cannot get a McDonald's from Burger King. No good praying to God if you should be praying to Yahuwah. No good praying to Jesus if you should be praying to Yahusha. No good blaming a person that you're not even talking to. Whilst you're saying, God, why is this happening? God, why is that happening to? You're not speaking to the source, the creator. You're speaking to a demon, a trick, a con, a copy, a supplement, whatever they are. You're dealing with a fake. So, in order to create the world that we used to live in before it was taken over by these beings, confirmation, sorry. I think it was confirmation of what I was thinking and not what I actually said. They are being brought to justice. And there is the small version of the thrill of the chase, and then there is the overall version of the oppressors and the crimes against humanity, the anti-human agenda people, all of that, those people. That's not to say that the two aren't, somehow, some way, shape or form interconnected. And so I wasn't bothered about a chest. I wanted the answers to all of it, to everything. And that's what I got. And I thought it only fair that those people, those hundreds of thousands of people that we're told about, know what the truth is. Now, this is not meant for 100,000 people, not meant for the people of the chase solely. It's meant for everyone in the world to realise they need to wake up. They need to raise their vibration in order to raise the vibration of the planet. And we're going to get rid of the negative influence, the negative vibration that's on this planet, because it's too heavy. Those heavy loads and lots of tears. Now, it's not difficult to wake up. There are some people who don't want to wake up, they want to stay in the same shit because they're comfortable in the same shit. And that's up to them. I don't want anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. I don't care if they want to live in that life, they can live in that life. But I don't want to live in that life. And I don't want to see other people living that life if they don't want to live that life. And I have it on good authority that things are going to change. I have it on even better authority that those people that have done wrong are going to watch when things go correct. And they're not going to have anything to do with the correctness of it because they had ample time, ample warning. They could watch the blink, they could pay attention to it, and they chose not to. And all the effort they put in, all the cost that they put into trying to stop something good happening is going to leave them with nothing. If they put the same amount of effort into having something good happen, then they would have received more than they already have. The amount of effort put in to fight against something is the same as the effort that you put in to go along with something. You're going along, whoever, with the evil that's being done, trying to stop it. You're putting time, effort, money, resources to try and stop something good happening. Whereas if you went with making something good happen, you would get a return on that investment. Not lying. I am not lying. As you reap, so shall ye sow. Told you, the matrix is rewritten. If you made the effort to make things great, great things would happen for you. So I did my bit. I tried. I did stuff that I wasn't supposed to do that would help the people that were attacking people. Like, don't tell them. But everyone deserves a chance, and nobody deserves to suffer. No one. But it come to the point where those people who were given the chance didn't want to take it. And so they were left to fend for themselves. No malice, no revenge, no nothing. Just enough's enough. I cannot, will not sit back and just let things happen. And when I say me, There's lots of us, ain't just me. There are loads of us. And no, and I got a message, enough. And that's exactly what I'm thinking. Enough. I know not many people watch this video, but I know 100% that those people that need to hear what I've said will hear and see what I've said. The thrill of the chase will come to an end in the way that you know it. But we don't chase, we attract. We don't need to chase anything. It's ours by right, stolen from us. And so we let it come to us. What was taken from us has been called back. Our power, our inheritance, our abilities. Contracts have been severed. New ones covenants kept, a meek inheritance. The meek shall inherit the earth. From there, it's no place for the meek. Remain faithful. Confirmation. Remain faithful. I'm not doing these. That is confirmation because that is confirmation. Remain faithful. Remain in the place that you're at because that's the place it's at. To receive the meek inheritance, remain faithful. Not to God, Yahuwah, the Creator. Now, I've already told you this, and I am adamant about this. There are people that truly believe, excuse me, truly believe that the God that they're talking about is the Creator. Like they truly believe that. They truly believe that Jesus existed. The issue is they're told, Father has only one name for eternity. And if they were really faithful, they would listen to that. And there is a judgment being called on these people that says they're not faithful because they don't recognize Father for who he is. They recognize the devil as being his father. They recognize Jesus as being the Son. And that's not the case, even though in their hearts. So people need to wake up to the truth. No one is saying they should stop believing, that they should stop being faithful. It is that they should listen to the words that are being spoken, the spells, word, spelling, the spells that are being used. They need to wake up. I think it's harsh. I think judgment for those people that truly believe they can't receive their inheritance because they're not faithful. Whilst they believe they are, they're being faithful to the wrong person. It's not who you are, it's who you can make them think you are. The energy they're giving is going to the wrong. What's it going to be called? deity. Whilst you could say that Yahuwah is a god, he is not called God. It's not his name for eternity. So he is the Father. Call him the Father. He is the Creator. Call him the Creator. But if it's not who you are, it's only who you can make them think you are. He is not called God. And you believe that because you've been made to think that. Now, in the chase, Forrest told you the truth. With the words that he used, you just had to listen. Father has told you the truth in the words in the Bible that have been changed, just like they are on the chase. They've been changed, but the truth is there. You just have to listen. No J until 1524. So any J in that Bible is bullshit. Any other religion is bullshit, made up from the same lies that were found out, and so a different religion is born. Still now, up to the Mormons and whatever else. Jehovah's Witness. So how can you be a Jehovah's Witness when there is no J until 1524? How is that possible? How can you worship someone when you don't even know his real name? Cannot be Jehovah, even if there was a being that they were worshipping. His name can't be Jehovah. So why the fuck are you worshipping someone called Jehovah? At least find out what his original name is before the calling of Jehovah, whether it be the IE or the Y or whatever excuse that they use. So people don't listen because they don't want to listen. And they are happy to accept the shortcut. And there are no shortcuts. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. It will remain the truth forever. So live in the truth. Good or bad, it's the truth. Don't have to worry about it. It's the truth. Nothing you can do about it. It's the truth. You can't run from it. It's the truth. Told you the truth. There are so many things that I could say that prove that of what Forrest Fenn did. Everything that he said. Not everything. The majority of what Forrest said told you the truth. Knowingly or unknowingly doesn't make any difference. It is still the truth. Given to him by a higher hand. The book wrote itself. If not, I struggle. I wish I could have lived to do the things I was attributed to. His words in his book. Remember the log jam he talked about? Oh, hope my memory is correct. Actually, there's too many here. Dang, I'm expecting it. Only one way. I wish I had the what do they call it? Photo Photographic memory. Looking for work. Like these words. I'm not about to find it, am I? Dang. So just listen, if you want me to bloody tell them, just put it in front of me. It will save all of it. Oh look, I learned so many words in 8 minutes. That's a hotspot now. It's going to help. Drop it like a hot potato. Car crash. You could hide it again in the same spot. What? You could hide it again in the same spot. I want to find it there. Oh, the snafu. Why would people talk about it? Same words these are. The maze. Pandora's box is open. Oh, come on. If you see Canopy or Burke, let me know. Unless my mind's playing tricks on me. How far? But at a parking lot. By the way, Dave, still waiting. Haven't heard anything yet. You want me to go to court and take it from you? I've got all the evidence. Your own videos. My videos. Forrest. Your solve is incorrect. I have the proof. I have the proof that it's incorrect. Dang. Well, all the words that we know about, but not the words that we don't. Oh man, I've done this the wrong way around, haven't I? Stupid boy. What is another word for a Burke? Oh look, a cover up. It's a cover. Screen, a cloak, a mask, a wear. Squash. Keep secret. Camouflage. Swallow. Sink. Bury. Don't want to give that clue. Strangle. Secrete at a knee. Secreted. Sequestered. Blah 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 blah. Can't rush Mary, otherwise you're going to miss it. Cork. Remember we did a video about that. Cork things that he made. Stonewall. Shadow. Squirrel. Police chipmunk. Fake. My father didn't know what a bluff was. What? What? It's your flipping name. Drown. I think Candy was on about somebody drowning. Duck. The bypass. Oh, as long as you're not naked. The beat. The skip. Hang on, I forgot what I was looking for now. Miss. Burkford. Foil. Duke. Fence. Balk. Hack. Trick. Overlook. Overlook New Mexico. Abandon this opulent cache, the desert, the back pedal on the bike. Thought this would be easier. Shows how much I can remember. Slew. Top. Better family. Oh, they are. Got Burke in it. Oh, come on. Just being silly now. Call me mellow yellow. Quite right. The curb. The ice. Ice, baby. That's not going to be here because of... What? No, 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 no. What? Well, it should have been here with this lot. Focus round, screw, screen, cloak, mask, blanket, line. No way. There's Berry. So why aren't the other one though? Mixing the two up. Well, I can't be mixing the two up. Well, I have to apologise for that because that can't be right. See the word berry. See the word shy. And you slip. No, it don't seem to be there. Right. Get. Can't be in that. Better family, that's correct. And why isn't it there then? Dumb curb. Quiet silence. Quill. Drown last mother. Sounds a choke. Subdue. Check. Inhibit. Fatal curb. No, it's not it. Dang. What the? What's going on? Someone playing silly buggers. It has to be here because all those words are here. Why are you not there? That ain't right. What? But all those words are there, so it has to be there. The screen's there, shroud's there, the cloak's there, the cover's there, the curtain's there, the hood's there. The screen, the envelope, the robe, the cloud, carpet, the coat, it's all there, why isn't that there? Crust is there, the puff, the skin, gloom, column. What? Dun, 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 dun. It's all there. Why isn't it there then? The leaf, the wrapper. What the wrapper? Tina. Why isn't it there then? Dang! The web. What a tangled web we weave. I think you're winding me up. Been to the edge, been to the border, the lean to, cover the dome. What? Every single word's there except that the nook's there. Saloon, clubhouse. Even this. Why isn't it there? What? Every single word is there. Berries there. Cash is there, the secret is there, the shadow is there. Block. Swallow. Crown. Nah, that's... What? There. Shit, I'm looking for the wrong fucking thing. Fuck. My head was going then. I was looking for canopy. I was looking for canopy, and that was the word that I've got. So Burke means canopy. Fuck. Ah. So Burke means canopy, which is, it was found under a canopy of stars in lush forested vegetation, which is it was found reporting to Major Forrest Burke Fenn. If Burke didn't mean canopy, that threw that all out the window. So here is the Burke, which is the canopy, which is of the stars, which is Major. And the Burke was put in the lush forested vegetation, which is the Forest and Fenn. So that's how it's found. Fucking hell. Oh, I was looking for canopy and thinking, why isn't it there? But canopy was the word that I put in. I changed the words that I was looking for. So Burke is canopy. And that's why that's the answer in the lush forested vegetation. It was found, reported to, or it was faithful. Found being faithful. It was, or other words, but it was found under, reporting to. If you're under someone, you report to them. A canopy. So Burke in a canopy of stars, which is canopy and Major. A canopy of stars in, so canopy in the lush forested vegetation. So start with stars, have Burke in the lush forested vegetation, which is Forest and Fenn. And there's something in the pocket. So, phew. I was a bit worried then. I thought, well, that throws all that out. That can't be right. I've said it for the past few years, so it's got to be right. So Burke is canopy, and the Burke is in the lush forested vegetation, which is the answer to the thrill of the chase, which is where FYI came in. Somebody was giving that information for your information. Phew. So I'll leave it there. I'm thinking, well, it's got to be there because, like, canopy's got to be there because even all of these things are there. And it's like, well, that's the word I've got in there. I'm looking for Burke. So I'll leave that at that. But thanks for that. That was close. I was thinking, what? Has everybody gone? Captain? Oh, he went ages ago. Good night, Wig. Sorry, I didn't see. Hi, Luli. I'm just about to go. I was a little bit concerned then, though. Phew. I thought, well, that throws that. Oh, there's only one person there. Whoever that, it might be you, Luli, or whoever. Good night, everybody. Anyway, everybody, or one of you. 31033. Wow, pretty good numbers. Thanks for watching. All the answers are previous to this, so ciao for now. Take care.